The dire wolf is back. What is the dire wolf? It's a wolf that supposedly went extinct 13,000 years ago. This is now the cover of Time magazine. It's this cool-looking wolf. His name is Remus. There's another one named Romulus. They named another one after Game of Thrones. The sister is Khaleesi. The first dire wolf to exist in over 10,000 years. How was the wolf brought back? By a team of researchers at Colossal Biosciences. The Colossal CEO, Ben Lamb, told the New York Post, quote, "Our team took DNA from a 13,000-year-old tooth and a 72,000-year-old skull and made the healthy dire wolf puppies. It was once said any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Today, our team gets to unveil some of the magic they're working on and its broader impact on conservation." This is pretty amazing stuff. I'm often not all that impressed by technological advances. Doesn't do a ton for me. I'm not that easily dazzled. This is pretty impressive. Colossal also got some headlines last month when they engineered a woolly mouse. That's a mouse crossed with a woolly mammoth. Didn't have the silly tusks, but did have the fur. They want to bring the woolly mammoth back from extinction by 2028. We've heard this for years. Since I was a kid, people have been talking about bringing back the woolly mammoth, with all the breakthroughs in genetics, that we could maybe take some of the DNA of the woolly mammoth and put it in an elephant or something and make a woolly mammoth. All good. However, there is one question for the poor dire wolves and for maybe the woolly mammoth and all the rest. How is it going to learn to be a dire wolf? How is the woolly mammoth going to learn to be a woolly mammoth? I'm not the first or only person to raise this question. There's a very good essay on this a year or so ago. I forget who wrote it, so apologies. But it was making the rounds a bit too. To be a creature involves not just our DNA, but also our education, also learning things from our parents. That's certainly true for rational creatures like us, human beings who can think abstractly about mathematics and justice and all the rest of it. But it's also true for certain animals. Not even every animal. Some animals are abandoned by their parents the moment that they're born, and they have instinct and they have appetite, and that's all they need. It's not like they have abstract reason and a rational will. But for these wolves, it's got to be kind of weird, because even a lot of brute animals learn things from their parents. And these wolves don't have parents. They are orphans. And sometimes animals start to act a little bit weird when they're orphans. And there's an important political lesson here. There's so much more to say. First, though, go to expressvpn.com/Michael Knowles Show. The internet of the 90s promised a democratic virtual world where individuals, not governments or corporations, held power. Today, that vision seems distant. Big tech dominates our digital lives, with companies not just serving ads, but potentially influencing our political choices through controlled content delivery. In fact, definitely influencing our political choices. The original internet promised personal freedom and control over your information journey. There is a way to reclaim that control and freedom. It's ExpressVPN. When you browse the internet, your service provider tracks everything you do, building a profile that data brokers sell to advertisers and government agencies. This constant surveillance means we are being watched and manipulated online. With ExpressVPN, my entire online traffic flows through secure encrypted servers, preventing even the ISP from monitoring my activities. I can browse freely without surveillance. I've used ExpressVPN personally for years, and I'm kind of a Luddite, and they make it even so I can use it. Okay, you just download the app on your phone, your tablet, your laptop, boom, 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 click up one button, you're on. Find out how you can get 4 months free by scanning the QR code on screen, clicking the link in the description box below. We're going to expressvpn.com/Michael Knowles Show. The confidence that Colossal Sciences has, that these real techno-futurist types have. They say we can bring back the woolly mammoth. Who knows, maybe we'll bring back dinosaurs. The confidence they have that they can just plug something into their computers and pop out this creature and have the creature work just perfectly well is the confidence of a computer scientist. People who are confident in coding and predetermined outcomes and their own ability to control unforeseen consequences. But it's not the view of a conservative, because a conservative recognizes that life is about more than just the design, that life is not really just totally predetermined, that actually there is such a thing as free will, that actually our own human reason is relatively limited, that we can't account for all of the potential outcomes of something, and really not even most of them. That we need to proceed with a little bit of caution and a little bit of humility, and crucially, that tradition matters. Passing down the wisdom of the ages, sometimes in inarticulable ways, is important, and it's how we grow. And it's not just true for us, it's true actually even of elephants to a certain degree, maybe even of wolves. Who's going to teach the dire wolf how to be a wolf? And is it, even if you have the most amazing technology and infinite financial resources, is it really possible to bring something back from extinction and have it be the same thing that went extinct? I'm skeptical. I don't think that that's true in biology. I don't think that's true in culture and civilization. A lot of us, and this is where it really rings home for me, a lot of us, we treat our civilization carelessly. We say, oh, whatever. We're going to get rid of the religion that animated our civilization. We're going to knock down some statues. We're going to forget the historical figures. We're going to spit on the art. We're going to throw tomato sauce on the art, to protest climate change or whatever. And we're just going to trash this civilization. And don't worry about it. If we ever really want it again, we can just bring it back from the dead. I don't think that's how it works. I think you actually can definitively lose things. And even if you can bring back some kind of version of it or some approximation, it's not the same thing that you lost. And we ought to be more conservative, care more about conserving, that is, that which we have. We should cherish our homes, our civilizations, our families, our various creatures more than we do. Don't be so flippant. Don't be so confident that you can bring it back from the dead, even if you can bring something back from the dead. Or an approximation of it. It's probably not going to be the exact same thing you lost. That was a great clip. Now stop it. Stop it. Ring the bell. Ring the bell. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. We'll see you next time.